Alright, so seeing as I've pretty much won the fight about modern Total War being shit, it's time to just start doing my victory dances, just one after the other, whenever I'm in the mood, you know? And today I'm going to show how combat in Medieval 2, infantry combat in Medieval 2 was so satisfying, because it was. Everyone always regards Medieval 2's infantry combat with its knights and its heavy infantry standing their ground, bracing, charging, slugging out really gritty infantry battles as being one of the peaks of the whole Total War series. And to this day, a lot of people regard Medieval 2 as being the best Total War game. So there's a test I can do to demonstrate something that you already know, I think, and which goes to the essence of why Medieval 2 was such a massive success. So here we go. Difficulty very hard, which is what we're all playing on because we are gamers and we want a challenge. England, France, yep. And we're gonna go with dismounted feudal knights, and likewise on the other side, dismounted feudal knights. 13-21-3. 13-21-3. So these are the same unit, even though they have different pictures, which is fucking interesting, by the way. Look at that. Literally a reskin. The unit is the goddamn same, but because it goes from Britain to continental Europe, the style changes. Very strange. Combat bonus, Woods of Snow, good morale, well armoured, good stamina. Combat bonus in Woods of Snow, good morale, well armoured, good stamina. Yep, it's a goddamn copy paste. A fucking clone. A re-skin, motherfuckers. And we're playing on very hard, and I'm going to show you how this goes. So let's do it. God damn, the fucking menu sound effects were so good in this game. What good sound direction we had.
Units, await my orders!
Oh yeah.
Heavy infantry!
Oh man, the interface is absolutely crap. I've got it maxed out, and I still have to scroll wheel like fucking 10... Oh man. So there's the English dismounted knight. Very heavy infantry. So this is as good as it gets, pretty much. 13-3-21, 7 armor, 8 defense skill, 6 shield, and we're gonna take the fight. Gonna take the fight on even terms, a mirror matchup. And there's the French ones. Exactly the same. But they do look good. So it's not necessarily a bad reskin. It's like they're doing you a favour by giving you nicer aesthetics. And they do have the same name, so it's not like you're being deceived. It is the same unit. And they admit it. Dismounted feudal knights. Alright, we're running to it. Here we go. Very hard difficulty. And the impact, god damn, the shields just clanging. Like the shields and the heavy armour compressing. And it's even. We killed 7 or 8 on the charge each. And we are pulling ahead. What is this? What is this? We're in the lead. What is that? We are playing on very hard and we are in the lead. No, we're not anymore. Not anymore, not quite. 95 to 99. 98 to 91. 96 to 87.
St. George protect us! Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Yep, general died. Scared to pan the camera. 80 to 91. There he goes. Oh, look at that, we had animations back in 2006. 6 years in we had animations, but in 2019 with Three Kingdoms we don't. Isn't that something? 70 to 84. So we've killed 80, they've killed 90. 63, 78.
My lord, only half our force remains.
60 to 70. Look at this. 57, 72. 56, 72. 54, 71. 53, 69. Nice. 50, 69. 68. 47, 67. 45, 66. 43, 64. We're still hanging on. My god.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Really? So it's 120 men? What the fuck? 39, 59. 38, 59. 38, 57. 35, 57. 34, 55.
Our enemies may have won this
There we go.
battle, but they've not won this war.
So there was a difference of 22 or 23 men by the end. And that's a fight with how many? Was it 120? Yeah, 120. So, wait a minute. Yeah, ignore this. So killed 66 and they killed 90. So that's a KD of about 1.3 or 1.4. Do it again. 120, yeah, keep thinking 160.
Units, await my infantry!
Alright, go.
Attack!
Look at how they accelerate. And then the ones at the back have to run to catch up. Which they do.
Double time!
Look at them accelerating.
Onward!
And decelerating.
Run!
And accelerating. Look at that. Such a smooth, satisfying fucking simulation. My god. Alright, let's run. Yeah, and that impact. What the hell? 120 versus 100? They did not get their charge. 115 to 93. Yeah, we've won this because their charge didn't work. I'm going to fast forward it and see if we win it. We might have won this. Especially if their general dies right about now. General dying can have their unit rout. Oh man, they're...
St. George protect us.
Yeah.
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Never mind. 60.
Only half the enemy... My lord, only half our force remains.
It's pretty even.
Though defeat is
Oh,
ours
man.
on this day, we have nothing to be ashamed of. It was but a cruel twist of fate that snatched victory from our grasp.
So we killed 73 to their 81. Or around 80. But the charge didn't go right. But you can surely see this is a far cry from fucking Troy, goddamn, with its KD of fucking 3 for medium goddamn spears. Or medium swords.
Units!
Fucking cringe. Cringe. Alright, same again.
Forward!
Yeah, I've got my binds set up well for toggling between fast forward and normal speed. Come on. Alright, yeah, we got 5 each in the charge. So we're even. So the charge is even. That holds across all Total War games pretty much. The charge is an even fight. An unpoisoned fight. So no surprise there. It's the protracted melee where the difficulty effects can come into play, and of course run very hard, so we have the worst of them involved right now. 84 to 88. So this is so far a fair test. We're losing slightly. If this was Troy and these were heavy swords, I think we would have lost 3 or 4 guys. No, wait, we would have killed 3 or 4 guys and they would have lost. They would have killed dozens by this point. KD would be like 4 or 5. But instead the KD is pretty much 1.
Lord have mercy! We've lost half of our men!
We've killed 50 for their 60. We've killed 50 for their 70. 55 for their 70. $46 for 62, 45 for 61.
Only half the enemy force remains!
$42, 60. $40 to 58. So we've lost 80, they've lost 60. KD of about 1.25. 1. So it's between 1.2 and 1.3, it seems like, with heavy infantry on Medieval 2. That's what very hard does, that's the damage it does to the matchups. 34 to 51. So they've got 3 on the field for every 2 that we have. It's getting close. We're still only shaking. 30 to 48. 31 to 46. $26 to 46. We've lost 95 for their 75. Yeah, we've lost this. We're at number 2-1 now. We're hanging on for a long time, but any second. 20 to 43. We've got XP. 7, 16, 42. 15, 40.
Our army is tiring.
We're still going. Is this because our general hasn't died yet? Where is he? Where is he? As soon as the general dies, that's going to be it. $14.39. Yeah, the number advantage is messing this up for us. We're taking really bad losses now. But that just shows how tactical this game is. It's about positioning and stamina and very discrete variables. Like, these engagements are all happening organically right now and amongst this mosh pit. Like, they're all finding jewels. They're all getting gangbanged, teamed up on. It's what you would expect. It happens sensibly. Man, this is really gritty. 10 left.
Only intervention by the Almighty or a military genius can bring us victory from this.
There he goes. See how they get stunned? See, there was a 2-on-1 there for a second. He's stunned. Stunned again. He's just outside of range though. Alright, now he's getting ganged up on badly, so he's doomed. That man is doomed.
Our Lord preserve us.
Yeah.
We've been dealt a stinging defeat today.
So you can surely see why it is that Medieval 2 had such appeal. There is an advantage from difficulty to the AI. So when you play on very hard, the AI does have an advantage, but it's not so severe that it can't be offset by just having the enemy units be a bit more tired, or a volley of crossbow bolts into them, or a cavalry charge come in and relieve before the protracted melee has gone on for so long that the AI advantage starts to collect and be represented in the kill tallies. It's very easy to compensate for this advantage that AI has. It's not basically impossible, as it is in Troy, where you're just it's futile. There's almost nothing to be gained from standing toe to toe. Whereas in this game, you can see that it's clearly effective. It's an option to stand in the melee with heavy infantry, even against other heavy infantry. You don't get ruthlessly punished in the melee. The advantage exists, but it can easily be offset. And if you're a solid player that is outmaneuvering, collecting advantages like terrain, like if you're just on a slight elevation, a better slope, you will overcome this difficulty advantage that AI has. If you have cavalry running around in the background, ready to come in and be decisive, you won't even notice this bullshit. This is only here to punish. It's not even a really big punishment, it's just a slight punishment. It exists to punish players that do nothing but have an even fight go all the way, at which point your unit routs and then it gets massacred. But as long as you don't let that happen, you're never going to really suffer from the difficulty in this game. It never happened. No one ever complained about Medieval 2 having bullshit, artificial, fake difficulty in battles. And that is, I think, the biggest difference that there is, which is why I opened with that in my video, why Total War's last success was 8 years ago, because Medieval 2 did have difficulty advantage for the AI, but Shogun 2, in the melee, had none. It was a fair fucking fight. And this is why people hold up Medieval 2 and Shogun 2, among other reasons, but the number one reason is because there's not destructive fake difficulty that ruins the gameplay. You can see here that it clearly doesn't ruin the gameplay. And in Shogun 2, well, I'll just let my Impossible Battle series speak for itself. Alright, hopefully you find that interesting, because it is to me. I've never really gone back to Medieval 2 and sat down and done this test because I didn't need to. I already knew how these engagements went from when I was a kid. I knew that it was so minor that it didn't destroy the gameplay. It's a bit different in Rome Total War, where I might do that next. I might do Hastati versus Hastati and show that Rome Total War suffers from it a bit. And I might analyse that a bit. But for now, yeah, Medieval 2... this is still just stands unsurpassed in a lot of ways, because no modern Total War game can possibly hope to compete with it where it does well with infantry battles. Yeah, it's tragic, but we need to face the reality if we want to make improvement on it. See you next time.